Today I will discuss about capturing system command output in a temporary file, which in turn to use it in skill environment. This session will demonstrate how to execute a system command, capture its output, and read it back within the skill environment, using file I/O operations. Key concepts we will be covering are: file I/O. Here we use basic file operations in skill, such as opening, reading, and closing a file ports. Next, system command. It shows how to execute system commands and capture their output for further processing within skill. Looping and string operations. The use of the while loop to iterate through each line of a file and stcat to concatenate strings dynamically. Use cases. This technique is useful when automating workflows that involve calling external executables and analyzing their output within a skill-based environment. Such as for external calculators, simulation runs, data extraction, or automation tasks for either the process or workflows, or for individual layout engineer tasks which are repetitive in nature. Now, let us walk through the code step by step, using the skill pad and see the outputs. Here, we defined a temporary file for capturing output. Constructed the command to execute and redirect output to the temp file with all the needed arguments. Let us look at this slide. This executable takes 5 arguments: Z0 for target impedance, H for distance to the reference plane, T for thickness, A for dielectric constant of the media, and trace type for defining whether the trace geometry on microstrip layer or stripline layer. The output of this utility is the trace width for single-ended trace, targeting 50 ohm characteristic impedance. Here, the command constructed with using all the needed parameters gets executed and output is stored in the file port, pointing to file name output.txt. Here onwards, the code reads the opened file port and stores the contents to a string variable in skill environment. Initialize the string variable to capture all output. First token is read and stored in a temp variable, that is line. Here we continue reading via while loop until a null value is encountered. and keep appending the content to the output string variable. Close the file port. Here, we printed the captured out into skill environment to the console. Here we created list from the captured output string, so that this list can be processed using inbuilt Lisp manipulation functions, like car, CAD. Here, we have finally extracted the width to variable TW, which can be used in skill environment for further use. In summary, we are able to execute a foreign binary, and able to bring its returned output to a variable in the skill environment. It is more or less akin to achieving foreign file interface to skill.